over Michael Melton. John Henry's got 4 wins of the year, 10 top 10s, 10 top 5s, 11 top 10s out of 11 features, 358 point, 66 point gap over Michael Melton. That's going to be hard with a couple races left.
It is. I mean, you start thinking about it. As the season winds down, these point gaps seem to get smaller, but something's got to happen to make up that gap.
It does.
It's not easy, folks. It's not easy.
This is let's go into
who's your let's go back. We obviously know your pick for the super late models is going to be Jason Johnson.
Jason Johnson. I got on him.
Now, who's your pick for the IMCA Sport Mods?
John Henry. I mean, it's just. I mean, no offense to Michael Melton because Michael's fast. I mean, he's another one. Is literally it's whoever gets out front. Those guys are hard to beat. If Michael's got his car dialed in, if the ignition, if something doesn't go wrong, then he's the car to beat. If either one of them doesn't, get ran into or whatever the case is, he's the guy to beat. I mean, same with John Henry. If John Henry gets out front and nothing happens to him, he is the guy to beat.
Yeah. It's the truth. I mean, you look at it. That's really where you're at.
So let's go into. I want to kind of get into this. Is that I want to go into the micros. Well, yeah, let's go into the micros.
Okay.
Micro Sprint 1200s. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a class and stuff that only has. Let's see. I believe they are only coming down. I believe it's their only time that they're coming down. This is the deal, is that the Micro 1200s right now, at Jared Gunderson, he has 1 feature win over Brock Lemley. This is a tie for the championship. Jared's in the lead with 209 points, so is Brock Lemley with 209. 2 features that they've ran. They both have 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. They both have a win this year with a 209 with 0-point gap. And then the next person back is Chad Reed. That's 31 markers back. It is anybody's race. I'm not sure how this is going to be because we do not have any more on this schedule for the 1200s, it looks like. I'm looking at the schedule right now, and it doesn't look like we have any more 1200 races. I believe right now it's going to be Jared's championship for the Micro 1200s. In the Micro Sprint 600 Opens, this is a race that's already it's already a championship for this guy, and that's going to be, of course, Jeff Broadwell. He has 2 feature wins, 6 top 5s, 6 top 10s out of 6 features. He is leading right now over Devin Borden, 268 markers. There's no way in 2 more races that Devin can get into a championship. It's 661 points over 393.
There's no way. I mean, unfortunately, that race was over a while ago.
It is. The thing is that because he actually here a couple weeks ago flipped over in turn number 2, he can miss these last 2 races and still win the championship.
Yeah, but he's a racer. He won't do that. He'll be out there running.
If he gets his car going, I guarantee he'll be out there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right now, the 600 Open, it's Jeff Broadwell's championship. 600cc restricted class. Listen to this. Lane Taylor. Casey Starr. We know Casey Starr from racing cage karts at on the indoor and everything else. Listen to this. Lane Taylor, 4 feature wins, 7 top 5s, 7 top 10s, 7 features, right? Made all features except for 1. He leads 22 points over Casey Starr. Now, listen to this. 600 restricted, they have one more race.
And what's the point spread?
22 points.
Oh, boy.
Something drastic has to happen to Lane Taylor for Casey Starr to win this. 22 points. I'm not sure how this point spread works.
I'm not sure either, but at the same point, 22 points. He doesn't show up. Breaks.
And it has to be early.
DNFs.
Has to be early.
And Casey Starr wins it.
Has to win everything.
Well, you know Casey's up.
I'm telling you what. I'm telling you the last 3 times that she's been out there, she's been watching Lane Taylor, Jesse Slotfield, everything else. She's been watching how these guys are running this top groove. She's moving from the bottom, from the middle, up to the top groove, and if she's out leading, and if it's on a restart, she'll take those guys' line away. She is a driver. She's a racer by heart, of course, but she's a very, very talented driver. The 13 star of Casey Starr is it's amazing. She's going to grow up to be another one of those people that, just like Talon Roberts. Lindsey Barney in that, a non-wing sprint car. When she came to Willamette Speed, or when she came to Sunset this year, I haven't seen her in a couple years. She was bad fast. Bad fast. So, 4B class. This is a class, man, that's going to have a battle down to the end. 4Bs have 1, 2, 3 more races to go. Okay? 3 more races, 13 points.
Man, you guys are coming down to the wire.
Is separating first and second. Rob Free has no wins this year.
What?
And he's leading the points by 13 over William Wolf with 1 win. Okay? Now, they call him Damian Owen on here, but we all know him as the 23 of Tyler Owen. He has 5 wins this year, and he's in third, 65 markers back. But he's been winning everything under the sun at Sunset Speedway the last couple times he's been out there. But Rob Free is 13 points ahead of William Wolf with 3 races to go.
Who's your pick?
65 points back. Owen's been fast, but I don't know if he's going to be able to overcome the 24 of Rob Free. William Wolf in the 8 car has been extremely fast also. I really don't know. Between those 3 guys, 65 points is a very, very huge gap to come up, especially in the 4B class.
Absolutely.
Okay? So 13 points isn't as bad. That's manageable, especially with 3 races. If something happens to Rob, if William Wolf finishes ahead of him for 4 or 5 cars, something, right? My bet, my number is on Rob Free in the 24. Current points leader right now.
That sounds like a sound judgment. I was thinking about it. That's the direction I was going to go, Josh. It really was.
Yeah. So, listen to this. Northwest Dwarf cars.
And I'm going to get to see these guys real soon this weekend.
115 points back. 5 feature wins. 9 top 5s. 9 top 10s out of 9 features. 952 points. Shane Youngren. Over Guy Tal Sr. 115 markers back. With these guys, 1. Basically 2 races. Ours and yours. 2 races.
At 2 different tracks. One they haven't been to all year.
They'll go to yours this weekend for points.
Yep.
Okay. They'll come back to mine on 98.7 The Bull night championship night for micros. Okay. 2 races. They don't race anything after that.
Man.
Shane Youngren, 115 over Guy Tal Sr. Something massively. I don't even think 115 points is even manageable. I think basically Shane can start and park.
Yeah.
And still win this championship.
I think so.
Last year, runner-up was a bridesmaid, right, over Ryan Martinez. Ryan Martinez, listen to this, 5th in points, no wins. He's only made 5 features out of 9.
Yeah.
470 points back. And he was our champion last year. That was literally battling it out for Shane Youngren. Me and Corey did that race together at the very, very last race, very last lap, to sit there and to claim the victory was Ryan Martinez for the 2015 championship. Pure stocks, right? Trevor LaBarge over Kendall Lee. Trevor LaBarge, I mean, this is his championship. I mean, basically it's just 6 feature wins, 8 top 5s, 8 top 10s out of 8 features, 864 points, 192 points over Kendall Lee. I mean, sorry to say, but there's no there's no way Kendall can catch Trevor Labarge. So right now it's literally Trevor Labarge's championship.
Yep.
Okay. So listen to this. This is the couple races and stuff that I really want to get into. Okay. Let's start with the Bridgeport Logistics Street Stocks. Arnie Case. Okay. Well, let's just go to second. That's Benny Sauter. Okay. Benny Sauter, 1 win this year, 2 top 5s, 10 top 10s, 11 features, 216 points back for Arnie Case that has 6 feature wins, 9 top 5s, 10 top 10s out of 10 features. Mind you, because he missed 1 feature, he's 1,027 points over 811. Basically 216 markers back is Benny Sauter in second.
Cut the check, engrave the trophy.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to show up. I mean, it's basically another start. It's another start in park. You know, mean, just in case. I mean, he's running fourth. He's 242 points back. You know, it's like this: Arnie Case, Benny Sauter, Doug Pitch, Justin Case, Brian Roden, who is not now running the 14th Street Stock. He's now running a Northwest Extreme late model, so he's out of the points race. Joey Tardio, he's in 6th. I mean, it's done and over with. I mean, it's Arnie Case's championship.
Yep.
Dun-a-nut, dun-a-nut. But that's a hard battle championship.
It is.
You know, and he's been in the news lately. You know, in Moxie Media, he's been in the news.
Yeah. I think it's Arnie's championship.
It is. You know, I mean, we had the discussion and stuff last week about you know, the incident and stuff between him and Mark. You know, was it a racing deal? Was it not a racing deal? Does Mark think one way? Does Arnie think another? Does the track officials think this way? You know, I mean, it is racing. It's racing news. Again, it's only our opinion on what happened. Don't take it to heart because it is just like a news broadcast. It's our opinion. Don't take it to heart.
Exactly.
So, but
and all these picks are just our opinion sitting here from what we know from being at the track and seeing these guys drive. So
and that's exactly it.
Yep.
So listen to this. Very last.
And this is the one that I want to hear.
Budweiser IMCA Modifieds.
My favorite class.
Okay?
At Sunset.
This, my son, is a battle.
If I was your son, I would have smothered myself.
You would have bigger eyes.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. Craig Castle, Bubba Foster. That's the only 2 we're going to have to talk about. Okay?
I've seen both those guys race at Willamette back in the day. This is going to be the one to watch at Sunset.
A couple weeks ago, when we had the Twin 50s, was not Craig Castle's night.
No.
Not at all. Was it Bubba Foster's? A little bit. I mean, it basically came down to Bubba Foster's because he either missed or just wasn't involved in incidents. It was definitely John Campos for the first 50 and Yaks for the second 50. Those 2 guys are, you know, I mean, they're out of control on how fast they are. But ever since, and I'm gonna give kudos to both of these drivers, but I'm gonna give a huge kudos to Craig Castle for going down to Willamette Speedway when the Shaw presentation and stuff was down there.
Brooks Shaw Driving School.
Right. And took notes, went down there, came back up and applied that at Sunset Speedway. He's a total different person.
Wayne Brooks is arguably one of the best drivers out there. That guy.
And a Shaw.
Out there, period.
Oh, really? I don't know the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the guy.
The guy went out there, and I don't know if you heard what happened at school. He went out, got in everybody's race car that was out there, and showed them their car can be faster. He got in Matthew's race car and went out there and said, "That's a good race car. It can be faster."
I don't know if I'd take that as a compliment or as like
it can be. The way he did it, it's constructive criticism. Here, do this, do that. You know, you take what you can learn at Racewise. You take the Mark Bush School. Take that. That's classroom. And then you put it out there with Wayne Brooks and the Brooks Shaw Driving School.
Right.
Arguably one of the best driving schools there is for dirt track racing. Hands down.
Really?